The Meepo Flow is a surf-style mini electric skateboard that packs amazing specs while still handling really well. And I've been testing it for around a month now. I love this board so much that in that time, it's already become my everyday board. But it's not free of its shortcomings. So stick around to find out where this board shines and where it can be improved. Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Amar and I make videos on all things e-skate. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. Now, there's no hiding from the fact that this board takes a great deal of inspiration from the Evolve Stoke. And with Evolve boards still suffering from cutouts and remote disconnections,
premium power!
And for the price of the Stoke Series 2, with far inferior specs costing around $300 more, the Flow really does shine above it in almost all departments, perhaps excluding customer service. I don't think that's a deal breaker at all. Meepo still operates a global customer service team, and whilst sure it's more convenient to have a local service center, it's not the end of the world to be sent new components to fit yourself. Also, the build quality on the Flow is outstanding. The board not only feels great to ride, but also it looks great and it's finished to a very high spec, although Meepo could do with some spelling and grammar lessons. I think where this board is let down slightly is by its weight. At 11 kilograms, you don't want to carry this board around, and this may present an issue for lighter riders who, as part of their ride, will be on and off public transport. But what the Flow loses in practicality, it more than makes up for with performance. If you're after a board of this form factor that you can shred your campus or town with and navigate tight city streets and corners and still have a battery good enough for all day riding and enough speed to keep up with traffic around you on the roads, you'll find a great match with the Meepo Flow. The board uses high power Monosol P42A cells in a 12S2P configuration, and that gives the battery a total capacity of 362 watt hours. That's a lot more than double what you get on the Evolve Stoke Series 2. With this big battery, Meepo claim 24 miles of range, and whilst I haven't completed a full range test myself yet, with my current weight of 82 kilograms with a backpack, I would estimate around 19 to 20 miles with fast riding, which is really impressive. In terms of power and speed, the board boasts dual 2519 watt belt-driven motors, and they'll push this board right up to its top speed of 32 miles per hour. This board really goes. I haven't had any issues tackling any hills with this board or inclines, and in Mod 4 the board is super zippy, and it's great to get out of tricky situations in traffic if you need to. And honestly, it's just such an exhilarating ride, especially with how maneuverable the board is. I've been up to around 30 miles per hour and the board was still pushing, so I don't doubt that it will reach its top speed. Talking of which, I think what makes this board so incredibly fun to ride is its use of double Kingpin trucks. You can literally turn on a dime with this board. Even though the 35-inch Canadian maple and bamboo deck isn't the shortest deck in the world, you can still maneuver this board almost wherever you want. I often find myself using lampposts and benches as obstacle courses, and it is really so fun. In fact, the wide deck provides ample room for your feet, and that increases overall comfort and, more importantly, stability. Sticking with the trucks though, whilst they do allow you to carve to your heart's content, I still found them really stable at speed, which actually surprised me. And it is important considering how fast this board goes. I attribute that in large part to the 100A bushings, and I did have to adjust the trucks to my liking out of the box. Annoyingly, you can't adjust the lower Kingpin with a T-tool, but this is common with many DKP boards out on the market, so I won't labour that point. With the size of the deck, initially I was worried about wheel bite, especially when carving aggressively, but I'm glad to report this hasn't been an issue at all for me. The board does use risers to increase the riding height a little, and to be honest, because of the size of the board, this doesn't take away from the board's overall stability, even though I'd always prefer to be closer to the ground if possible. The Meepo Flow preserves the look of its bamboo deck beautifully by using spray-on sand-blasted grip tape. However, this may wear out over time, but you could always look to replace this. It will be interesting to see how the foam pad at the rear of the deck holds up over time, but for the moment I've actually really enjoyed the shock absorption and grip that it provides, and it does help somewhat towards reducing foot fatigue, especially on those longer rides. The swallowtail of the board can be used to shimmy around in tight spots and do 180-degree turns, which is really convenient, and you get a robust motor bash guard as standard with this board, which is also great to see. Another thing I really love about this board is the wheels. Meepo have opted for 105mm urethane wheels, commonly known as boosted 105s, and similar to the Mad wheels that are out there. These, I think, are a fantastic choice for this board. They are so incredibly comfortable and really help to swallow up vibrations and grip onto the road surface when you're carving hard. And in case you're wondering, no, I haven't experienced any wheel bite with these wheels. By the way, thank you so much to Nobleman Tech for being our channel sponsors. Check out all their e-skate safety gear in the description below and enjoy 5% off with the code AMAR at the checkout. Back to the video, and to wrap up, I think the Meepo Flow is an amazing first electric skateboard or a second or third board for any e-skate enthusiast. It currently retails for just $730, which really, if you're in the market for a high performance, fun and carvy electric skateboard designed to a high spec, is a no-brainer. If, on the other hand, practicality is your top priority, or you need an airline-friendly battery and having a small, light and easy to transport board is important to you, then I'd perhaps take a look elsewhere at your traditional mini-style electric skateboards instead, which Meepo and many other e-skate brands already produce. Now that concludes my review of the Meepo Flow. Honestly, I've really loved riding this board so far. I'm quite fortunate to be able to ride many electric skateboards, but a lot of them are just more of the same with a bit more power. Whilst the Flow isn't a completely innovative product in and of itself, it's certainly a board that's really got me excited, and it's fast become my new everyday electric skateboard. Let me have your thoughts on this board down in the comment section below. Please take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I'll actually be giving away a new Meepo board soon, and I have the Meepo Hurricane Bamboo on the way to me, so stay tuned for that. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ride safe out there, guys, and peace.